So we're about to come on. And
It's a fair question.
no, it's not fair. She, her,
Me.
goes, "Are you going to introduce us and not do any shenanigans?"
Shenanigans?
Shenanigans?
Shenanigans. Yeah,
I was
because you
like-
never know.
That's not fair.
You never know what you're going to throw at me.
I was going to start like this.
Yeah, well, that's... That's lovely.
You know that'll be the thumbnail picture, right?
It's the... Of course it will be. Of course it will be. He loves to find those images to make as the thumbnail for the videos.
I like to find the dorkiest images that we could find and make them our thumbnail pictures.
Fun times right there.
Anyway, I'm Shaman. This is Yolanda, and we're the Connected Relationship. And we're here to talk about hugs.
We're talking about something that you can do in 20 seconds that's going to be a game changer for your relationship.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
So it started like this. You and I both love podcasts.
Listen to them all the
Love
time.
to listen to podcasts.
Right.
One of my favorites is Brene Brown's Unlocking Us. And she just recently interviewed the authors of a book about burnout. And so, you know, they were, of course, going through the tips in their book and like, these are the things to help prevent burnout. So a lot of them, I was so proud of myself. I was like, check, you know, like,
Yeah, got it. I have
move your
such-
body, check,
I'm
you know, do
awesome
yoga.
in the self-care department.
Right?
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
on, my self-care is on par.
Right. Do
And, you know,
yoga,
yoga, meditate, breathe, social connections. And then they were like 20-second hug. And I was like, wah, wah.
What? We hug all the time.
We do. But there's a difference between like those quick
Right.
embraces and like a true 20-second. And don't get caught up on 20 seconds on like the number.
So I shouldn't count when we hug.
No, that would be that would be contraindicated. That would be not great
Okay.
for the relationship.
So, longer hugs.
Longer hugs.
Right.
So the point that they made was, you know, and as I'm listening, I'm like, oh, when's the last, you know, like that's not as solid of a check mark. That's like a quarter check. You know, that's like a semi check.
I feel like I'm hugging somebody. I mean, I guess maybe it's not
Right.
you. I don't know. Because I'm like, I feel like I hug people.
We do, yes, we do hug.
Right, but not 20 seconds.
It's not the longer. So the hugs are usually, you know, you kind of get in the routine of like the pat, you know, the quick peck on the cheek with the kiss and
Right.
the, you know, like the quick embrace. And that's great. That's those things are important.
Right. They definitely have their place in
They
relationships.
do. And especially now, I always, anytime I'm talking hugging, I always think of the family therapist, Virginia Satir. She has this great quote that she says, we need 4 hugs a day for survival. We need 8 hugs a day for maintenance.
Okay.
And we need 12 hugs a day for growth.
Where's she come up with those numbers?
I don't know. I'm sure that they're founded in some kind
I
of
like them
research.
though. I mean,
Yeah.
excuse me. I
Yeah.
do like it. I think
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Well, and especially in these days when there's not as much physical contact,
Right.
like in the outside world, right?
Right.
Because we are social distancing and you know, we have to be
Right. We're
mindful.
doing the elbow touch.
We're
now.
doing that, like, yeah,
Right.
yeah. We're not doing
I mean, we're
handshakes.
not, but
Well,
you know.
sometimes.
It's like maybe sometimes.
Yeah, so hugs are extra important. Like
Right.
everyone needs to count. So the difference between the quick, you know, like the quick, even side to side, or like, you know,
The bro hug.
the bro hug. Is that what we call
I
it?
don't know. I just made it up. I thought it sounded cool. Bro hug.
The difference is that the 20 seconds, your brain and your body, the release of endorphins and the dopamine and all of those feel good. Like it sends the message to your brain and body, this is a soft place to land.
Right. This is a safe place to be.
This is safe.
Right.
Welcome home.
Right.
Right?
Right. Makes sense.
So that's the distinction. And you can even, when you are in an embrace like that, and it's like each of you, it's not like a leaning into you kind of embrace. It's not like a collapse into the other person.
Okay.
it's each person being in their own space, but then you can even feel that physical.
I was gonna say, as we hug longer, you can feel that release. You can feel that kind of melting away of just the day. Right?
Yeah. And so it is that, that like, this is a safe place. This is home, right? This is my partner. And it deepens that connection. So think about it, 20 seconds.
Right.
Times 12. Now, admittedly, I am more of a feelings and words kind of person than I am a math and numbers kind of person.
Oh, see, I'm opposite.
But I know. But to my rough calculations, that's 240 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, which is 4 minutes.
Okay.
A total of 4 minutes a day.
Hugging.
Not 4 straight minutes. There was a look of panic in your eye.
I gotta hug you for 4 minutes? Oh my gosh.
What if you started the day with a 20-second hug?
Right.
What if you ended the day with a 20-second hug?
Well, if you took a coffee break during the day. I mean, if you
Coffee
work
break.
with your significant
Well,
other
if
or around
you
your
were working at
significant
home
other.
from home, right?
And took a
What if
20-second
you
hug.
every time you reconnected with each other, right?
Right.
If one of you had been out, or if you're coming back home at the end of the day, if you're both working outside the house now, what if that reconnection was a 20-second hug?
Right.
What if you started a hard conversation with a 20-second hug? What if, when things got heated?
I feel the need to hug you. I just.
It's funny though, because this is where I'm gonna, it's been years now, but like when I'm in conflict, I'm a shutdowner. I'm a stonewaller, right? I'm a retreat and kind of isolate.
Right. Draw in and pull away.
Yeah, pull away, right? You know this. You know this about me.
Right.
And like years ago, you started this thing where you would pull me in to a hug. And at the very beginning of that, oh my gosh, I wanted to punch you. I did. I was like, the hug was the last thing. The hug was the last thing that I wanted.
But it's the thing you most needed.
Until I realized, no, you're right. Until I realized it was exactly what I needed in that moment. And even in those difficult conversations, that became my soft place to land, even with hard conversations between the two of us.
Right.
Where I could be like, okay, we can do this.
Right, because you're kind of tearing down the barriers. You're reassuring each other that, hey, we're in a safe spot.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I think it's awesome. You know, I think it's funny to think that we maybe could, change our relationship just by hugging a little more, but.
Totally. Like 20 seconds.
Right.
Right? Can be a game changer.
So that's the challenge.
That's the challenge.
Hug it out.
Hug it out. And it doesn't, all the hugs don't have to come from your partner, right? It doesn't have to be the whole total.
Well, who
4
are you
minutes.
hugging?
I mean, we have kids, they're good huggers.
That's fair.
Yeah. Friends in your bubble. Friends in your bubble. Right? Whatever they're calling that these days.
Your pod.
Your bubble, whatever the people that you're allowed to touch. I don't know.
It's a very short list.
It's a very, very consolidated list. But friends and family who are kind of in that, be intentional about not just the physical contact, but the physical contact that's going to lead to calming the nervous system.
Sure.
Lead to greater connection.
Right.
We need a soft place to land.
So hug it out.
Hug it out. Hug it out. Thanks, guys.